Hey, I'm Jared Patrick, and this is my interview with Jonathan Andrews.
Hello.
We are in Orlando, Florida, and to start, please share your age and where you're recording at, and how you get.
I'm 23 years old, and we are recording in, I don't even know the name of this class.
Research and ethics.
Research and ethics.
Yeah.
We're recording at today.
With our instructor, Shannon. So, who has been the most influential person in your life, and what did they teach you regarding your sports broadcasting?
Regarding the sports broadcasting.
Yeah.
I would have to say, I think it'd be my grandfather, because my parents, my mom and my stepdad, they're not really into sports. And my stepdad, he's into hockey, but I'm not really into hockey. But getting back to the question at hand, definitely have to say it was my grandfather. I used to go to his house and used to watch football games together. One of my earliest memories actually was in 2009, the favorite team was the Steelers. But in 2009, Super Bowl between the Arizona Cardinals and the Pittsburgh Steelers.
I remember that.
One of the greatest games I watched, and I think I was 8 or 9 years old when that happened, or so. And that game was just incredible, especially with the toe tap San Antonio Holmes catch to just ice the game. To end the game actually, that was just fantastic. But he definitely taught me the love that I have for football today.
What was the moment, or when did you know that being a sports broadcaster is what you wanted to do?
I think it started very early in me, probably around 2006. I remember when Vince Young was drafted to the Tennessee Titans. I used to cut out sports articles and post them on my wall from the Tennessean. Most of them featured Vince Young because when he came into the league and he played for the Titans, they were just doing incredible. They had a 13-3 year with an early outing against the Ravens in the first round of the playoffs. I'm not sure if they had home advantage. I can't remember now. Hopefully advantage or not. But I was that was probably the time that I knew that I wanted to do something with sports. And then once again, that moment that it was just ingrained in me forever was the San Antonio Holmes catch in 2009 Super Bowl against Arizona. That moment just is in my it's burned into my memory forever.
And you've been a Titans fan since you were...
It's funny, I actually started off an Eagles fan because I like the jerseys. I bought Madden. My mom got me Madden 2006. That featured Donovan McNabb on the cover.
Okay.
And I was like, oh man, this guy is great. I love the colors. And then when I actually started watching, Tennessee was the only team on TV because I lived in Tennessee at the time. So then my love for Tennessee actually sprouted there. So it's weird to talk about how I was an Eagles fan for probably 2 weeks.
It's awesome that I'm in media communications and design is everything to me, and colors and everything. So you loving the Eagles for their colors, and for Donovan McNabb is awesome because you saw him on the cover and everything. So that's something that media has influenced you, colors wise.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So do you remember the first time being aware of football and the game itself?
I do not remember the first time. Okay. I think the first time I was actually aware of football, I was in elementary school. This is a memory coming deep for me right now. I was in elementary school and it was a field trip to, it used to be called LP Field. That's what the Titans Stadium used to be called. Now it's called the Nissan Stadium. But back when it was LP, we took a trip to obviously LP Field, and we got to tour the stadium. We didn't get to meet any players, which was pretty sad, but they handed out cards of the entire team. Each of us got our own set of cards from everyone on the football team. That was probably the earliest memory that I have of football. I couldn't tell you any of the people on the card. I can't tell you the exact date, but I think Keith Bulluck was definitely on that football team. Keith Bulluck was probably one of the most underrated linebackers for his era, but that's a completely different conversation.
I toured Fenway Park when I was a kid, and then that's where my love for Boston and Red Sox got.
Oh, so now it makes
that's where my coach love came from. What does your future hold for sports broadcasting? I know the direction that you kind of want to go. You talked about Fox News.
Yeah.
So Fox Sports. Sorry, Fox Sports. Okay. What direction are you going? Are you going to be on TV? Do you want to be Mr. I'm on TV on Joe Buck and I'm at the game in the broadcast booth? Or do you want to be Shannon and Skip and talking sports, at Sports Center or Fox Sports Center? What they do.
So I'm a pretty optimistic guy when it comes to myself and my future. What I want to do, my end goal, is to do what Skip and Shannon does, kind of like a debate show. I'm very opinionated, but I'm not closed-minded. I do listen to other people's opinions. And I love Colin Cowherd. I'd love to do Edos as well, which is one-man band, talk for 2 hours, 3 hours, and wrap it up. I really want to work for Fox Sports because Colin Cowherd is my favorite sports analyst. He's not scared to say what he thinks regardless of what everyone else is going to say about it.
Absolutely.
And that's the type of person I've always been. And I think the way that I can kind of go that route, whenever I'm talking about Colin Cowherd, is I want to try to get my start in radio somewhere. I want to start doing podcasts. I'm actually trying to figure out something, try to get jump started on that. And then I love to write, do journalism about sports too. So being able to take the articles that I write and maybe turn them into a verbal, turn them into a talk show, would probably be where I would start, and then see where it can kind of take me from there.
Awesome. It's been a pleasure interviewing you, Tyler.
Thank you.